Again, the globalists want to break national sovereignty because they want to absolutely destroy any nation state. They want total planetary corporate dominance. They're committing incredible crimes across the globe. They're doing horrible things continually. They're funding dictators, suicide net-laced factories, you know, that Apple owns, where they have suicide nets in the stairways and around the buildings because it's so horrible and people are committing suicide. They're building a very, very nasty world. And now they've gotten spoiled, rotten, decadent NFL on this whole race war bandwagon when America elected a black president to use that to drive a wedge into the country. And along comes Trump saying, let's unify the nation around free market and around jobs and around a future. And he delivers in his first 8 months to a great extent. And Hollywood howls with anger, sides with North Korea. I want to talk about this in this segment with Shepard Ambulance. And then we're going to come back into his big story for intelhub.com or intellihub.com that was linked on drudgereport.com Friday and Saturday and got over 1 million readers just on our site alone. Though the comments have been not broken on InfoWars, but you can't see the number of comments, but they're all there. We're getting that fixed right now. But I've noticed a theme where Satanists admit, but also Islamicists, that they like to take over Christian churches and then conduct their rituals inside of them. That adds to the blasphemy. And so now at a major Catholic church in London, they did a big satanic ritual that was in the British news but broke here. We have photos and video of that, showing them doing the rituals, calling it a fashion show inside the church. So this just shows the whole degradation and decadence that goes on. The headline is Illuminati-themed fashion show held at London Catholic Church. We'll talk to Shepard Ambulance about that in the next segment. But first I want to go to Shepard, a great investigative journalist, broken so many big stories at intelhub.com and infowars.com. I wanted to ask him, just overall, we haven't talked probably a year on the phone. We've both been busy, but I've been working with Shepard for like more than 10 years off and on, broken a lot of big stories. Shepard, where would you call the demarcation line we're in right now in this fight against globalism? There's a huge awakening happening, but a huge counterstrike by globalists, where Trump is getting a lot done, going sideways a little, but the enemy's only attack more because the things he's saying are so powerful and so damaging to their brainwashing. I mean, this is an amazing time. So instead of getting into your big story up front, let's do it in the next segment. What do you make of the NFL? What do you make of North Korea? What do you make of Hollywood? Hundreds of so-called stars siding with Kim Jong-un, who makes Hitler, you know, look compassionate. I mean, it's so crazy to see the split where so many people awake of every race, color, and creed, all humans with red blood, to see Trump trying to unify us around the flag, trying to take the American flag back from globalists and use it as a symbol of good again, and to watch them so pissed. What is this? You're a smart guy. I don't just patronize you. I mean, you're an attuned fella. What does your gut tell you about where we really are, Shepard?
We're in an absolute turning point, Alex. It's do or die right now. If people don't push right now harder than ever to stand up for themselves, to stand up for their rights, for freedom, just for what's right, for good and not evil, if people don't make a major push, a concerted effort right now and come together while they're all trying to divide us right now. You know, they're doing all the race baiting, you know, just at every turning point, the Russian investigation, just everything they can do to break up people's concentration, to break up their mindset, their thought pattern, their whole entire thought process mixed with all the 3G interference that we got coming through the air.
Oh, Shepard, I was about to add what you say is so key. Cancer rates massively up, diabetes massively up. It's all electromagnetic, the chemicals, all of it.
Yep.
And oh, the media spun it. I said, Jimmy Kimmel, stop blaming healthcare for what happened to your son. Learn why birth defects, including congenital heart defects, are way up. I have the news articles here. They said that I made fun of him and his wife and blamed them. I didn't blame them. I said, Kimmel, do some good. Show why birth defects are skyrocketing. That's coming up as well.
Well, look, these telecommunication giants, they want to now go from 3G to 5G. And they want to have the whole entire system done by 2020, 2023, something like that. So they're making a major push is what they have to do, Alex. They actually have to, the whole entire 3G infrastructure is useless for 5G. They literally have to upgrade, not even upgrade, they have to replace and change out the entire infrastructure. Now,
and let's be clear, they know all of it is giving us cancer. And then we have their own documents, Shepard. It's by design. What is their master plan?
Well, they've one of the head elites on the project that's basically heading this up. You know, he openly admitted, I don't know his name offhand right now, but he openly admitted that this is going to generate, you know, trillions and trillions of dollars. This is a new industry. They don't care. He said it's all about the money.
For folks that don't know, it's mainstream Washington Post scientific reports that even 3G vibrates DNA, causing it to break, accelerating cancer.
This is well, and not only do they want to have faster internet speeds and this and that, so people can just be distracted.
But it's okay. Look at the LA Times. Is 5G technology dangerous? Mm-hmm. Early data shows a slight increase of tumors in male rats exposed to cell phone radiation. They knew back in the beginning.
Oh, yeah, you can almost feel it in the air. And imagine when there's just basically barbecue. Look, you go around town, you go anywhere.
3G, Shepard, in major German and Chinese studies, causes massive deformities in first-generation aphids and fruit flies.
well, they're going to start popping these antennas up, literally like 100, 200 feet away from your apartment complex, your home, schoolyards. They're already pretty much everywhere. You know, while you're pumping gas, you're getting radiated. I mean, we're talking about high level.
And here's the deal. That's why I got you on, because you always get into this subject, and I knew it'd get into Satanism. The globalists believe they're channeling an interdimensional being that has told them if they kill the majority of us, they'll be given godhood and secret technology. Now, humans have already basically built little g, image of God, super tech. We are at the threshold of demigod status just with our technology. The globalists do not intend for us to get that, Shepard. And whether people believe in Satan or not, this is the plan. We are being exterminated.
Well, they want to keep the godlike power for themselves. They want to be able to control all the weather on the planet, use it as a weapon. They want to use it to control. I don't know if you've ever heard of the game. It's like an old video game back in the day. When I was a kid, I used to play this called Populous. And what you could do is essentially play like your god. You can create your own colonies and, create drought, starvation, famine, all this stuff. This is what these globalists are doing. A lot of very wealthy people, they're engaging in these activities where they seek these godlike powers. They now have these godlike powers. They're now testing on these godlike powers, using them in ways that you could never imagine.
That's right.
before.
Shepard Ambulance, stay there. And now they desecrate the American flag in London while worshiping the Queen at the NFL. Stay with us.
Now you know you're winning the information war when the other side has no response but to resort to censorship.
Drain the swamp? We're going to have to drain the privilege out of Washington first, because that's what the swamp feeds on, their privilege.
They can't stand for people to exercise their First and Second Amendments together.
You found it. It's the real news.
That's what you have to look forward to.
He's not sorry when snowflakes can't handle the truth. It's your host, David Knight.
Watch The Real News with David Knight. Weekday mornings, 8 a.m. till 11 Central at Infowars.com/show.
Today we call it bone broth. And for thousands of years, our ancestors enjoyed its benefits before it became lost to our modern diets of processed junk. We are now introducing Caveman by InfoWarsLife.com, the ultimate in true paleo nutrition with bone broth, turmeric root, chaga mushroom, and 7 total primal superfoods in a single great tasting formula. caveman. It's those people living in the wilds having to actually build civilization that are our superior ancestors. And we need to do everything we can to recapture that. Everyone knew that you used all the parts of the animal. You used the meat for sustenance, the fat for cooking, but you used the bones for strength. From the outside structure full of minerals and key cofactors to the marrow that produces the blood for the body. This is the engine of the life essence. I'm a long way from the caveman my ancestors were, but I'm sure as hell trying to get back to that essence that made us what we were, and this is a big part of it. I know you're going to want to check out Caveman Ultimate Paleo Formula for yourself. InfoWarsLife.com today.